Yo les gens, c'est Ice, on se retrouve pour la suite de Tezo.
La motivation dans ta voix est présente.
C'est la dernière vidéo de ce live. Parce que ça fait bientôt 2 heures que je suis en live et que j'ai aussi envie de prendre une pause après. Mais dans tous les cas, je veux trouver comment accéder à l'autre partie de la map. Apparemment, je peux sortir par là. Oui. Ok, c'est bon. On a trouvé la suite du jeu. Bon, première chose à faire, aller récupérer un livre. Regarder le jeu buggé sans aucune raison.
This one and his beloved mate sought shelter, but there was none to be found. Ernabi, she didn't make it. Now I lack the will to go on. Our children will grow up without parents. They will be poor and destitute, and probably die young and alone.
Comment êtes-vous arrivé ici?
This one and his mate, we lost our way one night. We followed a light in the forest and wound up in this depressing place. We took shelter in a cave to the northeast, but that didn't work out so well. Especially not for poor Ernabi.
Que s'est-il passé dans la grotte?
We were attacked by Nilokilo and his monsters as soon as we set foot in the cave. This one and poor Ernabi fought our way out and eventually escaped into the wastes.
Comment Ernabi est-elle morte?
This one's beloved Ernabi was wounded in the escape. She died before we could reach safety and find a healer. This one's claws will never be sharp again.
Il y avoir un livre ici. Ah, il y en a un. Bonjour, petite lumière.
Handle this, sir. You can come out and see in a moment. So, someone has come to help us at last.
Vous parlez tout seul.
We're out here in the middle of Cold Harbor, and that's the best question you can come up with.
On va pas retrouver?
I am most definitely not.
J'ai trouvé où je devais aller.
I'm speaking to the alchemist. Be quiet, you mangy cat. I can't hear myself think with all that racket.
Ok, je ne vois personne d'autre.
Patience, sir. I'll explain everything. I am with the Mages Guild. We stepped through the portal and wound up in this vile laboratory. Daedra experimented on us. They merged our two souls. Now we're wasting away as this soul meld kills us.
Je peux peut-être vous aider.
To see out of Khajiit's eyes again. It's being caged in that dark place.
Vous devez être l'alchimiste. Hein.
Yes, this one is pretty famous. Perhaps you have heard of Sir. But Sir, I must tell you, this soul meld is killing us. Will you help us? Will you unmeld our souls?
Que voulez-vous que je fasse?
Unmeld this soul to a world. Pardon. The dwarven device that caused this is inside the laboratory. But Robo blocks the way. Collect Zar's notes and a bottle of pearl tincture. With those, this one can make a potion that will get you past the rubble.
Je trouverai vos notes et la teinture, mais j'ai quelques questions.
Questions are good. Ask and ask again. That is the systematic method of experimentation. Remember that you must know the rules before you can successfully break them.
Quel genre de potion permettra de franchir des combres?
Their specialty is transmutation. Change one thing into another. So, not too difficult to change you from large to small. Then you can slip past the obstacles that block the entrance. Zer never said it would be easy, Dark Elf. Mind your tongue.
Ne pourriez-vous pas simplement me téléporter à l'intérieur?
Unfortunately, no. The soul melt weakens us, and we must conserve our strength. With the recipe and the ingredients, this one can make a transmutation potion and exert almost no energy whatsoever. A much better approach at this time, yes?
Avez-vous déjà participé à Avez-vous participé à l'expédition qui partait pour Havre-Glace?
Oh yes, we came to defeat the evil Moloch Ball. Or was it Menemarco? There forgets. So many bad things start with the letter M. But something went wrong and Godress, and this one ended up here. That's when the Daedra melted our souls.
Puis-je parler à Gadris une nouvelle fois?
You have no idea what it feels like to have a Khajiit scratching around inside your head.
Comment avez-vous perdu vos notes et votre matériel?
I know you said you were sorry, but the question has been asked. One of us is disorganized and enjoys experimenting with dwarfen machinery. The resulting explosion reduced the entryway to a pile of rubble and sent our supplies in all directions.
Qu'est-il arrivé aux autres mages?
A few of us arrived together, but only the alchemist and I survived the experiments. Zer's explosion had one desirable side effect. It destroyed our Dremora captors. We have information vital to the Mages Guild.
Vous pensez pouvoir vous en sortir?
Safe enough. We'll make our way to the entryway. We can manage a simple illusion to mask our presence. I wish we weren't so weak, however. I never realized.
Qu'est-ce que vous n'aviez pas compris?
I never realized how my ability to perform magic defined me. Now that I cannot do the things that once came so easily to me, I almost don't know who I am. Having a talking cat inside my head doesn't help much either.
Ok. Bon. Bah allons récupérer toutes ces merdes. Hein. Mais non, je m'amuse toujours pas à lire les notes, hein, excusez-moi. Je mettrai sur pause sur YouTube au pire, hein, comme d'hab. Moi jamais les mecs qui s'amusent comme ça à attirer la moitié de la map pour les buter. Ça leur fera plaisir après tout, hein, moi. Je m'en fous. Mon problème, pas le mien.
Over here. This one used an illusion spell. Very little effort. It is good to be out and about. Cold Harbor is an inhospitable place, but this one is adaptable.
Que faites-vous ici?
Sir thought this was where he left the tincture, so I came to investigate. Don't tell Godress that Zer was here. A simple illusion spell protected me. But Godress gets worried. Me, I like to explore.
Cela doit être étrange de partager votre corps avec un autre.
This one has always enjoyed trying new and different things. But this situation, it is very strange, very awkward. Is that thought me, sir? or me Godress. This one can never be certain where his thoughts end and Godress's begin. Very confusing.
Si tu le dis. Eh ben, il y a eu un carnage de zombies par ici. Le laboratoire infâme. Beaucoup de structures tamoyéliques et abroglaces semblent avoir directement été volées à Nian. Les Dédras, s'ils ne sont pas créatifs, sont d'excellents imitateurs. De fait, certains lieux pourraient être des répliques exactes. Ok. Et ne dit-on pas que l'imitation est la meilleure forme de flatterie? C'est ce que j'entends toujours en tout cas.
Zar told you our friend would find us, Godress. You worry too much. Godress is upset because we had to hide behind some rocks. Undignified, he said. Well, Zar says that being eaten by a deformed creature is even more undignified.
J'ai ce que vous m'avez demandé.
Quiet, Godress. This one knows what he's doing. This is most fragrant work, my friend. Most fragrant. Zar shall draft the potion immediately. It should make you slightly smaller. Certainly small enough to squeeze through the rubble.
Combien de temps avant que je retrouve ma taille normale?
Long enough to slip into the laboratory. A few minutes, give or take. Now, let Zar think. Was it 6 or 7 drops of tincture?
J'espère que vous savez ce que vous faites.
Zar thinks he saw some dried scarecrow over here. Ah, yes, here it is. Ah, Zar's finest potion yet. You will drink it now, yes?
This grows more taxing by the hour. Here is the potion. I hope Zer didn't cut any corners, but knowing him, it probably tastes terrible.
Voici donc la potion qui va me faire rapetisser.
Yes, Zer, I'll be sure to mention it. I am not a mixer of potions, and I don't want to debate the merits of alchemy with Zer again. But the cat knows what he's doing. Inside, look for my notebook. It lists what you need to craft the antipodal rods.
Des tiges antipodales.
Rods that will reverse the soul meld. Just find the components and craft the rods. We will try to recuperate and regain enough strength to teleport ourselves inside. If you have questions, please ask them before you drink the potion.
Dites-moi ce que je dois faire quand je serai à l'intérieur.
Find the metallurgy workshop. My notebook should be there, placed neatly on a workbench. It contains a list of what you need to create the antipodal rods. Gather the items and craft the rods.
Je ne suis pas sûr de comprendre le principe de ces tiges antipodales.
Oh, very well. Zer reminds me that time is short, so I will try to be brief. The rods form two opposing forces that should create a negative energy vortex. In theory, the vortex will unlink the strands that bind our souls and set us free.
Ok. Vous voulez que je forge quelque chose?
It shouldn't be a problem. The laboratory has a forge. Just follow the directions and apply the proper catalyst. The rods should be able to withstand the reversal process. After you forge the rods, meet me by the overseer's atelier.
Je vais boire la potion sur le champ.
The potion will work, you'll see. And know that I am grateful for your help. We both are.
Oh, je suis tout petit. Et je suis un singe aussi. Allez. Vraiment pas facile. C'est pas maniable votre truc. Ah, là, je suis revenu à normal, parfait. Bon. T'es pas obligé d'imiter les sphères de Wemmer. Alors c'était déjà chiant à Nirn et c'est encore plus chiant à Avreglas en fait. Matrice d'essence cristalline, c'est fait. Tuer le zombie qui traîne ici, parce que sinon il va faire chier. Si. Pourquoi il y a des zombies dans votre crypte à la con? Attends, pourquoi je pose la question? C'est une crypte, il y a des zombies forcément. Recueillir du sang corrompu, ouais. Ça va pas être trop dur en Avreglas. Bon, bah on a un mini-boss, tant mieux. Mini-boss nul à chier, mais un mini-boss quand même. Vraiment nul à chier. C'est juste un intronac de chair avec un peu plus de points de vie. Icetoseeyouu, I see you. The level up doesn't lie. You're busted, you can't hide anymore.
Over here! The construct... All this skulking around using up valuable energy on apprentice-level illusions. I grow ever more weary. Even Zer's enthusiasm is ebbing.
J'ai le sang corrompu.
I'm afraid to hope too much. But you've made such progress. Perhaps we shall end this torment after all. The constructs have moved off. The forge area is clear. At least for the moment.
Que dois-je faire à la forge?
Melt the components in the furnace. Then craft 2 rods from the mixture. There is an anvil near the furnace. Be careful, though. The mixture can be volatile. The machine that merged us is further on, in the Overseer's atelier. We'll meet there.
Ok. Là, je vais être obligé de me battre. Des fois ils prennent 2 secondes à se faire tuer, et des fois ils prennent des heures, je comprends pas. C'est pas genre ils ont plus de points de magie, hein, non, plus de points de vie, non non, ça n'a rien à voir. Juste ils mettent plus de temps à mourir, tu sais pas pourquoi. Bah oui, il fallait encore en mettre une, évidemment. On va pas laisser la zone libre.
Teleportation was never this difficult before. The spell took so much out of me, I was afraid we would never materialize. But Zer has the key to this room. He acquired it shortly after we'd got here. Were you able to craft the antipodal rods?
J'ai suivi vos instructions, à quoi servent les tiges?
We are so close. You need to use the rods to activate the dwarven device that performed the soul meld. Oh, and the crystal. I'm getting as careless as Zer. Look for a glowing crystal. The Overseer placed it in the machine to power the device.
Placez le cristal et insérez les tiges, compris, cela dissociera vos 2 âmes?
Well, in a manner of speaking, understand that Zer and I do not have 2 separate bodies to return to. But if this works, the soul meld won't kill the both of us.
Alors que vous arrivera-t-il?
The magic will separate the intertwined strands of our souls, but only one of us will survive the process. Do not be dismayed. We rejoice at a chance for one of us to survive. Go on ahead. We will meet you inside momentarily.
Je peux vous poser quelques questions?
Stop shouting, Zer. What? Oh yes, of course. No, you're right. Zer reminds me that you have been most helpful, and we need to rest anyway. So I decided not to cut you off with a snide retort. Please accept my apologies and ask your questions.
Pourquoi les 2 âmes que vous portez vous affaiblissent-elles autant?
Based on our own experience, It appears that merging two souls into one vessel causes an internal storm as the souls vie for control. It takes all of our mental fortitude to maintain our individual personalities.
Et si nous ne parvenions pas à inverser la coalescence d'âme?
Then nature takes its course. But at least we will have tried to beat this. At least one of us has a chance to survive. And know that, however this ends, I am grateful for the aid you have provided us.
Lequel survivra au processus?
If the device works the way I expect, then the person operating it will decide which of our souls survives the reversal process, and which is discarded. I guess it will be up to you to choose who lives and who dies.
Comment choisir celui que je dois épargner?
Well, I could make a strong case as to why I should be the one to survive. My qualifications, my experience, my worth to the Mages Guild. But the truth is, I have grown fond of Zer. My right to survive is no greater than his. I cannot advise you.
Je vous reverrai à l'intérieur. Je croyais que ça avait tué tout le monde à l'intérieur. Et couille que ça a tué tout le monde, hein. Ok.
I wasn't sure the illusion would last long enough to make it across the chamber, but it did.
As the end approaches, this one must admit that he will miss our time together. This one can't believe you crossed this chamber without so much as an illusion to mask your presence. You are so brave. This one, Zer's whiskers were twitching inside the Dark Elf's head.
Que dois-je faire à présent?
Next comes the exciting part. You test our theory. See those two pillars? One represents Zer, the other Godress. Insert the antipodal rods and turn on the device. If it works, you should be able to separate our melted souls.
Mais je ne peux sauver que l'un de vous.
Yes, as we have explained, one body, one soul. At least one of us will survive to help the Mages Guild. This one knows you will make the right decision.
Je sais pas qui je veux sauver. J'aime bien Zur, j'aime bien Gadris, j'aime bien les deux en fait.
Then insert an antipodal rod into each pillar to start the unmelding process. One of us must be saved.
Je vais sauver... putain, je sais pas, le chat ou l'elfe? Le chat, merde, je sauve le chat.
How strange this feels. To be simply Zer again is lonely.
Tout va bien?
Zer is fine. At least, Zer thinks it is true. This one feels strangely empty. This one is Zer again. But, thanks to my time with Godress, this one is also different.
Qu'allez-vous faire à présent?
Zer wants very much to leave this place. Many bad memories. The door is nearby. It will open from this side. Meet us, me, outside. My abilities grow stronger already. This one can create a portal to somewhere safe, once we are outside.
On se retrouve dehors. Je savais que vous mettriez un truc chiant juste avant la sortie. Mais je m'étais pas planté. Merci beaucoup. Tu fais quoi?
Je me suis remise à Little Witch Academia.
Ok.
Avec un chat qui dort sur les genoux.
Thus mind feels
Toi,
empty.
tu dans ça?
Ouais, ça va.
I miss Godric already.
Vous aviez parlé d'informations pour la guilde des mages, hein?
During our time together, we determined that the dwarven device operates on the same principles as Moloch Baal's plane mail. Zur will honor the Dark Elf's memory and give him credit for this discovery. Thank you again for saving us, my friend. This one is strong enough to open a portal now. We shall go to this hollow city Zur has heard so much about.
Ouais, mais sans moi, tu vas y aller dans cette Hollow City, comme tu dis.
Only a few minutes, my friend. Zur hopes to see you again in the hollow city.
Ouais, ouais. Tu me reverras un de ces quatre à la Hollow City, comme tu dis. Juste découvrir le boss en vitesse. Ouais, je crois que je l'avais déjà découvert. Tant mieux. Du coup, je veux juste m'arrêter dans une zone un peu safe et puis m'arrêter là. Parce qu'au milieu du chemin, c'est pas très safe. Ouais, ici, c'est tranquille. Donc voilà les gens, on s'arrête là pour le moment, on fait une pause. Donc voilà, merci d'avoir regardé, c'était Ice, il y avait Ali.
Bye!
Portez-vous bien, bye bye.